talk about veganism with you. And every time I bring up veganism, it never really goes well because there's kind of a lack of knowledge from people and also a lack of wanting to change your lifestyle, especially because we live in North America where the culture is that eating meat and cheese and drinking milk is normal and it's good for you, when actually it's not. It's more like commercialized to make those kind of industries more money. And it brings me to my 3 points, which are like the planet. First of all, we have to really consider what we're doing to the planet every time we're consuming any animal products, because, for example, like Brazil, which is considered the lungs of the planet, we cut down about a football field's like worth of land there each day. And what this does, it causes an immense amount of loss of soil and water. It's about 350 million pounds of carbon dioxide that those trees hold. So what happens is once we cut them down, they release that back into the air, and it causes an immense amount of air pollution for us. Also, on many factory farms and independent farms where they grow many cattle, what they have to do is build manure pits, which is exactly like what it sounds like. It's just a huge hole in the ground that they have to build, where the feces of the cattle is kind of shipped to. And there's been many cases where people will fall into these manure pits and die. And also what happens is that air becomes centralized during weather patterns, and because cattle emit methane, that air becomes trapped, and then the people that live around it or on that land will ingest the air and become very ill, and in many cases they will die. And it's hugely kind of a shame that we have to have that held on our planet. And then my second and also biggest point is we really have to consider like the immense amount of pain that we're causing to every little animal that we kind of like sacrifice just for meat, because we really don't even need to eat meat. It's more something that we do for flavor. And it's kind of the reason that I became vegan. I really feel like if any one of us just for 5 minutes would like sit down and watch a video of what they do to animals in a slaughterhouse, none of us would ever meet eat again. Because we torture animals on like an immense scale. And actually a lot of the times when cows are going into slaughter, they'll cry. And I think it's something that any one of us would do if we were in their situation. And it's really easy for us to kind of separate ourselves from them and just think of them as something that's on our plate, when in actuality, you know, they live extremely sad and painful and lonely lives just because we can't give up kind of like flavor and stuff. And then my last point is our personal health, and eating meat and drinking milk especially is actually extremely bad for you. It's already been proven that if we just eat a hot dog's amount of meat each day, we raise our chances for colorectal cancer by 20%. And also drinking milk actually weakens the bones, because what happens is milk is acidic and our body needs to be alkaline or neutral to be healthy. So when we drink the milk, our bones will release calcium to neutralize the acidity, which makes them kind of like weaker. And it causes like skyrocketing health bills in the nation, all because we kind of choose to have this luxury that we really don't need. It's more like an abuse of power. So what I kind of want to leave you with is veganism really is something that's good for the earth. It's good for your body, and especially it causes like saving millions of animals like each year. If just each one of us would stop eating meat, we would save about 196 animals a year. And my final thought that I want to leave for you is the quote that the question is not can they speak nor can they reason, but can they feel? And if they can feel, then we know what we're doing to them is wrong. And veganism is really just about bringing I think the humanity and the compassion that each one of us is born with. And we kind of lose over time because we just live in this culture where it's normalized. So yeah, thank you.